Hey guys, welcome to MotoUSA ATV. We've got some serious cruiser stuff this week with rally coverage from the Big Easy, a reenactment from the Revolutionary War, and an inside look at the Screamin' Yellow Zonker. I'm sure you saw the massive Superbike smackdown from last week. Well, it isn't finished. We shake them down on the street for part 2 while our off-road crew gets to work with a new utility ATV. Let's start with the rumbling crowd. Motorcycle USA traveled to the Big Easy last week and let the good times roll at Bike Week New Orleans. The Broken Spoke Saloon bartenders kept the crowd happy and brought in great live acts like the Daredevil Crew on the Wall of Death and Inside the Ball of Steel. We also took part in the Plantation Poker Run, which took us through the thick bayous to visit 4 historical mansions. And it wouldn't be a trip to New Orleans without some spicy culinary treats from the Chrome Kitchen. With New Orleans and bikers' reputations for partying, we don't know why somebody didn't think of this idea a long time ago. Keep an eye out for our upcoming cruiser comparo as we pit the 2010 Triumph Thunderbird against the Harley-Davidson Street Bob. It's the Revolutionary War revisited as British-made Triumph takes on the American-made HD. We matched them up in a little head-to-head showdown on the dyno and our favorite local roads to see how they perform in the real world. Find out which bike emerged victorious once that comparo goes live next week. Have any interest in trying out the Screamin' Yellow Zonker? No, it's not some energy pill on the counter of a crappy convenience store. Paul Yaffe of Bagger Nation worked over a 2006 Road Glide for Alan Powell of AP & Associates. And if the yellow and black paint doesn't grab your attention, then the 600-watt sound system will. It's even equipped with an LED TV screen that slides out of the stereo system. Watch for the full story on Motorcycle USA's chrome-laden cruiser section for more info on this one-off bagger. Enough of the cruisers for now, let's get into something with a little higher rev limit. Last week, we brought you to the racetrack portion of our 7th annual Superbike Smackdown. Now it's time to discuss how these 8 sport bikes perform where most people actually ride them, on the streets.
Hey MJ, we're out here at El Toro Marine Base with 8 brand new 2010 Superbikes. We're going to rip around all over the streets, find out which one of these bikes is the best. Stay tuned for the full test on MotorcycleUSA.com.
We logged hundreds of miles on all sorts of roads, from canyons to freeways, and even the urban sprawl of the big city. So which one ended up being on top? Stay glued to the pages of MotorcycleUSA.com to find out. Now let's add on an extra set of wheels. Honda sells a lot of Rancher ATVs, but the AT model is its most advanced utility quad in the lineup. Our tester took it out to the ranch to see if it really lives up to the name.
Thanks MJ. This is the new 500 Rancher AT, and it's one of Honda's most popular ATVs for good reason. We've just started testing it, and right away you can tell that some highlights are definitely the ergonomics of it. It's very comfortable and everything's really intuitive. So one thing I noticed right away is that the controls are much simpler and much cleaner than, say, Honda's larger ATV, the Rincon. So right away it's very user-friendly, the power is usable, and it's not overwhelming, but it's enough to get the job done. So I'm really happy with it so far. What we haven't done is tried to pull anything heavy, really kind of test the load capacity. So that's up next, and we'll let you know how this comes out with the full review.
Thanks, JC. On the racing front, Monster Energy AMA Supercross finally closed down with the season finale in Las Vegas. The annual East-West Shootout proved to be one of the most historic, with Pro Circuit Kawasaki sweeping the top 4 positions. West Coast champion Jake Weimer proved the best of the best, with his Eastern counterpart Christoph Purcell taking 3rd behind Josh Hansen. Rookie Dean Wilson was 4th. In the big bike class, Ryan Dungey put an exclamation point on his championship by closing out with a dominant win. The Rockstar Makita Suzuki rider will carry the momentum into the Outdoor Motocross Nationals starting May 22nd. Be sure to sign up for Fantasy Motocross 2010 on MotorcycleUSA.com before the new season starts. Charlie Mullins topped the XC1 bike division in GNCC racing, though it was series leader Josh String who took the MotorcycleUSA.com Whole Shot Award. Caleb Russell won the XC2 class for KTM, and in the ATV races it was Chris Bithell and Josh Kirkland posting wins. Since MotorcycleUSA.com was the title sponsor for this round, we threw down a big bonfire and karaoke bash, which made the event even more awesome. If you're planning on attending a GNCC, make sure to do it at the other MCUSA title-sponsored events at West Virginia Snowshoe and the Titan GNCC in Lafayette, Tennessee. This past weekend saw Max Biaggi dominate round 5 of the World Superbike Series in his home country of Italy at the Monza circuit, winning both races handily. It also marked another historic first as BMW's Troy Corser took the maiden WSB podium for the German manufacturer with a third in race 2. They're back at it again this weekend in Kyalami, South Africa for the 6th round of the series, while the AMA Series visits Northern California's Infineon Raceway. It's nice to see you again here on MotoUSA TV. Next week, we'll feature more racing highlights and a new batch of motorcycle and ATV tests. Be sure to check out the new like button inside every article to share all of your favorite MotoUSA content. We'll see you next time.